Peloton up 5%.
What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Nia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Ruell Report, where we talk stocks and crypto. We're going to be talking a little Cardano and Solana today. But before I hit you with that, just want to let you know what I hit you with last week. Last week, we were talking Gala, and Gala's up 100%. So, that was last week, and the week before that, we were talking Algorand, and that is also up 100%. And the week before that, we were talking Aurora, and these guys are selling for quadruple the price. So if you're not watching the report, you're missing out, guys. So tell your friends, tell everybody, watch the report, all right? And also, check out my channel, the Ruell Black Room Investing. You just look at my name, Ruell Black, and you'll find it. And again, I mentioned Gala in my best 16 coins under 50 cent video just 2 days ago. So if you were like it and subscribed 2 days ago, you'd already have a 100% gainer right under your pocket there. So enough of that, let's talk Cardano. So a little predictably, Cardano was one of those buy the news or buy the rumor, sell the news type deals. If we go out like a week, let's see, this is Coinbase one. We'll go on Binance. I think they've had Cardano for a pretty long time. Okay, so either way, it's still overall trending long, and for me, I think it's a really good buy here at 240. But if you got in at 3, you're not going to need to worry for long because it's definitely destined for over 3. And on this show, we've been talking ETH killers since the beginning of the show, like 6 months ago. Ethereum, they have a big gas problem. They have a speed problem. And pretty much all the Ethereum killers have been running. So I think Cardano is still a really good deal right here. And really, it's only dropped like, 10% since these real big highs. We actually told you before the highs to get in. So there's that. One thing that really bothered me was, and I'm going to be periodically coming over here. Oh, what's up? STB in the house. Crypto Dad in the house. All right. So I'm going to be coming over here periodically and getting comments from people. Cardano can only perform one transaction. Bearish. I don't know where that's coming from, Zama Bull Trade. If you can explain that a little bit. I'm really behind Cardano because I really believe in Charles Hoskinson, and people always like to like we got roast Cardano. They always like to talk crap about Cardano when like Polkadot, there's really nothing moving on Polkadot, and there's nothing really working on Polkadot other than like Polkastarter. And Solana, I mean, it's up, but there's really nothing working on Solana other than like Radium and a couple other things, maybe Serum. Nothing else works on Solana. So I don't know why people have so much hate for Cardano. It's definitely faster than Ethereum, and it's definitely lower gas prices than Ethereum. So I don't know. I really don't understand why people hate so much on Cardano. If anything showed me like Charles's metal is when he does a lot of stuff on YouTube where he like posts almost daily, I believe. He came out and said, hey, you know how those scams are where they say send you some crypto and then we'll send you like double back. He keeps saying that, we'll never give out free crypto. He said it again, but then the next day he came out and he was like, okay, I'm willing to put up like $1 million to someone who's willing to solve this problem. Like, you can submit a proposal to the Cardano Foundation. Like, me and the board will hear you. We'll see you. Like, and to me, that's the type of leader that you need to be if you're going to move a coin to go somewhere. He said repeatedly over and over again, hey, we're not giving out free crypto. But then he doubled down and said, okay, what can I do? What I can do is I can monetarily support some people who can actually get the problem solved. And sometimes, you might not be able to solve the actual problem, but at least you can get the ball in the rolling for people who can solve the problem. And that showed me a lot about who he was. So to me, like, with someone leading the charge like that, it seems to be a big like that's the person I want leading my coin. So but in that whole ball of wax, all these Ethereum killers are kind of moving because what people are recognizing is if Matic wasn't around, Ethereum would have a huge problem. These gas fees and stuff make a lot of these like NFT play to earn games. It makes them impossible to have on Ethereum. And a lot of these NFT drops that are even on Ethereum, like the gas prices are ridiculous for those. So a lot of the NFT drops need to now move over to Polygon. So it's not so ridiculous when they drop to have the fees like, gouging people. So, and it doesn't look like Ethereum's any close to like solving this problem. They did implement something that gave like Ethereum some burn in trying to solve the gas fees. So, they're not close to solving this problem. So if we look, and I got together a list of coins here. Let me find my watch list, and then I'll go back to the comments. And all of these coins, if we look at them over the last week, have kind of been running because they're all about speed. And so let's see here. 1 second. Next Solana. Okay. Okay, so these are them in a nutshell. Cardano, Avalanche, Algorand, Tron, Phantom, IOST. These are some other random coins, but we could add to this list. Zill. So we could add to this list. So Quilla, VeChain, Aquila, VeChain, Harmony One. I think Solana's already on the list. Yes, it is. Polkadot, and we'll add Matic as well, even though it's a solution to kind of keep Ethereum going. Let me go check out the comments. Charles kind of came across as a mouth breather. I don't know what that phrase means other than like I don't know. Like what's your problem? Because most people, they say like their problem is with Charles, and as much as he comes across is kind of arrogant, and he even admits it himself. He's kind of worked on that issue of being arrogant. And I think all of the really good kind of leaders are arrogant. If you look at all of them anyway, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, the list goes on. All of them have to have a little bit of arrogance to them, I believe, to be the sole leader of something so big, I think. Still no D app running on ADA. Oh, good thing you mentioned D apps. I have a really good site, I think it's DeFi Llama, where you guys can see some of these D apps actually. So if we look at the chains, so for instance, as we can see, Cardano isn't on this list, so maybe there's no D app running on there now. But I can tell you this, Card Starter and Akamfi are already running on Ethereum, and Cardano does have a bridge. So at some point, I'm sure these guys are just going to bridge themselves over to Cardano. So I don't think that's such a big deal that no DeFi is no D app is running on there right now. A lot of apps that are going to run on Cardano are in fact on Ethereum right now, and they have a bridge to be able to bridge themselves over to Cardano. So to me, that's not too much of a big deal. But yeah, let's look at chains. Okay, so one chain that's been blowing up a lot lately is Avalanche. And I think, and as we can see right here, right? Boom, right? So one thing I'm thinking, and it's not financial advice, this is just something that I'm thinking, it might be too late to just get into Avalanche, but getting into some of its D apps might be a great thing to do. Specifically, one I was looking at was Avalanche, because it's one that has the IDOs on it, and Trader Joe, which is kind of where you need to go to get all of this stuff anyway. It's their DEX. So you'll have to connect your wallet, and it'll have to be on the Avalanche network. Of course, you would have to have some AV to trade here. Like you need to have ETH to trade on Ethereum, or Matic to trade on the Matic network. Same thing, right? So you just come over here and trade, and whoops, and swap whatever you needed to swap. So what I want to get is Zava. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna kind of invest in. Let me go see the next questions here. 420 on the West. Oh, I'm not sure what that means. Phantom, yes. Phantom is definitely on this list too. Phantom is pretty fast. Phantom, you can actually stake on Phantom Wallet, and Phantom, it's something I talk to my patrons about. If you guys are interested in the Patreon, I do weekly crypto watch lists, and it's very, very, very cheap, but it just helps me keep more research going. And mad thanks to the patrons. But Phantom, they just announced like a incentive program, and the incentive program I think is pretty genius in that they have they're incentivizing developers to develop on their platform. Now that's twofold. Normally, if you do the incentives, like you incentivize people to buy your token, but then they buy your token and they dump off after the incentives, right? So in this case, if you're incentivizing developers to work on your project, they're going to want to keep the token high because their token is on your project, right? It's on your platform. So they're going to be incentivized to keep the token high. A very good thought by these guys. to build in incentives that way. And a lot of smart people that I've seen talking about they like Phantom. And basically, the way Phantom works is you have Phantom objects on their platform, which you can mint. So Phantom or synthetic objects on their platform, which you can mint, and it could be representative of any type of object. And you can do DeFi objects. You can do DeFi operations on these, such as like staking them and loaning them and borrowing them. Like so that's what Phantom is all about. Another one I'm pretty high on is Algorand, and I got an Algorand wallet last night, and I have to say, it went really fast. I transferred some money from Coinbase to the Algorand wallet. It went like that, and it only cost me like 0.002 Algorand. So I'm really high on these guys. Plus, if you guys watched last week, a project called Opulus, which I'm really high on. Is also on the Algorand platform. And more about this Opulus too. I'm going to be doing a panel with a guy, 4 others, Underdog Crypto. So take a look at his channel tomorrow. We're going to be doing a collaboration where we're talking nothing but Opulus. And that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Underdog's channel. So be on the lookout about that, because this Opulus, like, I'm not going to go up into it much since we're going to have that tomorrow. It's really going to change the music industry. They're basically offering NFTs, copyright NFTs. So you'll own, like, if you buy an NFT, you own a piece of a copyright of a song. So you own a piece of the song's masters, as everybody in the rap game calls it, Jay-Z and whatnot. You'll own the song's masters. So whenever it gets royalties, you get royalties. Whole type of synergistic thing. So take a listen to that tomorrow. We're gonna talk big time Opulus, but yeah, that's another reason why I'm high on Algorand. And let's see if we can find some more D apps that are on the Algorand space. See chains. Okay, I don't see Algorand there, but let's see. We just talked Phantom. Let's see what Phantom has on its chain. Oh, wow. I didn't know they had Beefy Finance on their chain. They also have Curve on their chain. Didn't know that either. I mean, I know these projects, but I didn't know that they were on a Phantom chain. Iron Finance. Wow, they have some big boys on their chain. Let's see here. Going back to the comments. How to screen coin for long-term investing. Ruell, this is game changing. Thanks, appreciate it. So how to screen a coin for long-term investment. Personally, if it solves a problem. I come from the engineering background, so a lot of times when I look at coins, I'm looking for them to solve an engineering problem. If you guys like use what's important to you and try to see if there's a coin that solves that problem. Like, for instance, when I started playing with coins and playing with wallets, I found out that Ethereum gas price was ridiculous. So for me, it was like, okay, something has to solve this problem. So that's why I got invested in Ethereum killers early. And we have so many examples of Ethereum killers. And let me go back to that watch list. I forgot to include Binance on this list, because Binance is one that we've actually kind of saw play out already. So Binance and Cardano, or I'm sorry, Binance and Solana have kind of played out in that whole like boost up. But a lot of these I think are going to be to come, like Cardano, Algorand, Avalanche. Like a lot of these are coming behind, and they're going to have their own boost up. So I'm looking solely for coins to solve problems, like VeChain. VeChain is a supply chain crypto, and they're trying to solve supply chain problems in that they have tools to track and make sure that your supply chain is okay. And we had supply chain problems with semiconductors, hard drives, like so you want stuff that's going to solve problems. That's what it is in my mind. Let's see. Do you like Beefy Finance? Was considering dumping for Sol. Personally, I try to stay like I'm in DeFi for things, but I'm only staking coins that I believe in. So I really, if you it's up to you on that. I really can't give any advice on that because I don't know enough about Beefy Finance to say. But honestly, I'm into Solana for the future. So I personally, if it was my choice, I'm into Solana for the future. But Solana's a little high right now. So I would get into one of the coins that I was just mentioning, one of the other ETH killer coins that I was mentioning as like the next Solana. Yeah, Solana's already at 100 because for me it's all about quantity. If you can get like all of these Algorand coins, or you can even like what is it, like diversify and like have your risk spread over 4 coins instead of like all of this, because Beefy Finance is what, like maybe 2,000 a coin or something ridiculous or something high like that. Like
it's too high, Ruell.
I'm sorry,
I said that's too high.
What's too high?
The 2,000 a coin.
Yeah, 2,000 a coin is way too high. So it's like I'd rather diversify over like 5 or 6 coins and say, okay, let me pick up Polkadot, Avalanche, Algorand, Polygon, and Tron, and VeChain for the cost of what I could have done for Solana and Beefy Coin. And now I'm diversified in 6 different coins. 6 different coins have the ability to go up, and I can just wait. I can just wait until any one of those 6 coins doubles, take out my initial investment, and move on to another coin and let the rest ride. So that would be what I would do. I would I'd rather spread the risk over 6 different coins and take it on that way. Because just to say, for example, one of the things I did today, remember I mentioned at the beginning of the show that Gala doubled, right? And I told you guys about this last week when it was like at 2 cents, right? So you can see it right here. I mean, the chart's right here. You can see it. So one of the things I did today was when Gala got to like 5 cents, I immediately halved my position. Now I have out my initial investment, more than my initial investment by halving my position. And now I can let the rest of these tokens ride no matter what happens to them. I'm not losing money because I got out my initial investment. And now what I generally try to do is I'll try to find a coin that's less than a coin that I believe in that's less than this actual 5 cents. So a coin that I put my money in that's less than this actual 5 cents was Telcoin. It's sitting at like less than 2 cents. So I put some money over in Telcoin. The rest I'm just holding in stablecoin right now because I'm thinking I'm going to put it somewhere. But now my investment's spreading even further, right? Because I put it in a coin that was actually valued less than what I just got it from. And then when Telcoin goes back to 4 cents, which it will, because I believe in it and I know what problems it's solving and what it's doing, because its previous high was 6. All it has to do is get back to less than 4 cents, and I've already got my initial investment out. So that's what's happening there. That's what I'm choosing to do. So I hope that thoroughly answers your question. Let me go look back and see.
Ruel, I'm just gonna join. You're not even gonna say hi.
Hey, Luke, what's up? Been a while, man.
I know. I was out last week. I had to have AB cover the first half this week, and now I'm back at it, baby.
Good to have you, man.
Good to be back. And producer AB's here, but he's muted. He just doesn't know it.
Last time I tried to join, Ruel said I looked like a crypto punk, so I had to hang out backstage.
Ah,
He did. His screen looked straight like a crypto punk. Is
it better now?
Aaron Breed crypto punk.
Is it better
yeah,
now?
You look good.
I restarted my router.
Yeah.
But Ruel, I want to know, like, I want to go through the top 3 like most green cryptos. Like, obviously that's one of Solana's biggest selling point and why it's run so much since when was that, Ruel? Back in May that everyone started talking about the environmental impact of Bitcoin, mining Bitcoin and Ethereum. So then you had these other coins like Solana come out that are more green, and they started not come out, but people started going out and buying them because they were seen as the clean alternative to Bitcoin, Ethereum. What are the other ones in that family?
Okay, very good question, Aaron. I just want to say, Kurgan, one thing. That was a thing out there, but it made the biggest thing was I think that's the first time that Bitcoin kind of ran, and people were noticing like this gas sucks balls. You know what I mean? So people were looking around to see like, okay, what do I need to go to now? And some people went over to Binance, some people went here, they went there, and the 3 biggest right now, if we go look at this D app thing again, DeFi Llama, let's look at the chains, and it'll show us the actual biggest ones. So according to this guy, by actual like kind of total value locked, the next 3 biggest are Binance, Solana, and Terra. And I guess we could just do, everybody knows Binance, so we can do like Solana, Terra, Polygon, and Avalanche. So Solana, one of the big things on Solana was Radium, and this was the thing that actually pushed the move the most, because if we go look at Radium, they have a coin on there called Star Atlas, and everyone's really, really excited about Star Atlas. You won't see anything, so why not? We go, where is it? Okay. So they're doing another accelerator for Radeon, so that's something to look at. Great. But let's go down here to the Atlas. So Star Atlas was something that everyone, let me see. Just go to their marketplace. This is something that everyone wants here. It's like a huge Star Wars looking game, and everybody was hopping on this whole Star Atlas thing. It's not even playable yet, but people are really gaga about this game. And Luke, you know what I like to do, right? So we just go on the Twitter, we go on the Star Atlas.
The best
site.
check.
So it'll probably be like 50K people on Star Atlas's, whatchamacallit, or more. Oh, 115K. Crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So everybody went gaga over this. And the thing to kind of note is Okay, Star Atlas, accept cookies. I think Play Now is probably going to forward us right back to that marketplace. Yep. Okay. So good. We're at the right spot. So the thing to kind of note there is, in order to buy Radium, you needed to buy Solana. So both of these guys just kicked into overdrive, really. So and just like with Ethereum, this is like a DEX. So it's like a Uniswap or Pancake Swap, if you will. So so people were piling into Ray to be a part of this accelerator and to get into these coins. Now, mind you, it was a lottery, but look at how much money they made. These Atlas tokens and these Police tokens. Police is like their governor's token, and Atlas is like their in-game currency. If we were to relate this to Axie Infinity, this would be like the small love potion, and this would be like the Axie's token. The 100x their money if they were able to get into that. So let's go look. Police. So $10, and as you can see from the thing, it was like 13 cents. And if we do the Star Atlas token, which was less than a penny, it's at 12 cents right now. So people that were able to get into this lottery, 100x their money here. So people were really gaga over this, and that pushed the token up. And now, since everybody's into NFTs now, and they're minting all these NFTs, they're noticing that the gas prices with Ethereum are crazy. So they're trying to find what's going to be the next thing. And so we just went over Solana a little bit and its apps. Let's go back to DeFi Llama again. And feel free to slow me down at any time you want to, Luke.
I'll slow you down, Ruell.
So let's look at Phantom. Now, Phantom seems really steeped in DeFi to me. Like all of these are DeFi things. Curve, they're doing like DeFi with stable coins, and it's really almost like a Forex thing that they're kind of doing, and that they're playing with values of different stable coins. Beefy Finance, let's look at them. They're an aggregator, I believe. So you can stake projects on here. You can stake different coins or do different liquidity farming on here. And do I want to connect my wallet? Nah, let's not do that.
Oh, come on, why can't we see it?
So it's really kind of just an accelerator where it's allowing you to do liquidity staking for all these different coins, and it'll give you an APY. So that's really what Beefy Finance is all about. So with Phantom, they've chosen to go into the whole DeFi space. But yeah, did we see the value of Beefy there? We can just look on Coin Market Cap. That'll be easier. See, yeah, it's like $1,000. But let's see here. So which chains did we look at? We looked at Solana. We looked at Phantom, Polygon. So Polygon has Aave, ClickSwap. I guess Curves on both guys. The Defend network. So yeah, they're with the DeFi stuff too. Defend, actually, that reminds me of a coin that was on Benzinga. If you guys don't mind the digression, the Moon or Bust guys. They're also a crypto show that comes on Benzinga. Definitely check those guys out. They had the CEOs of Cirrus on their channel, and this Cirrus Coin, after hearing about them and actually doing some research on my own, I'm pretty high on this coin. Basically, what they want to do is they want to be they want to get your data and actually pay you for your data. So everything that Google does and Facebook does with your data and not pay you for, they want to do. So currently, I did some deeper digging because they didn't mention this on the show, but currently they're testing out 4,000 like router like devices, like you can see here, somewhere, and they're getting really good return and results from it.
So is this different, Ruell, than the one that you've talked about before?
Which one did I talk about before?
I thought you were talking about a similar network like this. I don't remember what it was called. It
I
could have
may
been this
have.
one.
There are a couple different networks that are kind of like this, where they offer devices and they kind of pay you for stuff. But this one specifically wants to gather your data. I know what you're talking about, Luke. I was talking about a couple different ones, but it's a little bit different from this. What were we talking about? We were talking about specifically Akash, which is it's doubled as well. This one they want to kind of use your computing power to create like a cloud, like a whole like a Google Drive type of deal, but in it is not centralized. So the data is not centralized and it's like all private and stuff like that. So they have kind of a device that does something like provide you computing power and like mines Akash coins for you. And there are a couple of different ones. You guys will have to check out the past Ruell reports on that, but we did go over some devices like this.
Speaking of which, Ruell, you ordered a device for us to be able to check out on the show, didn't you?
Yes, I ordered a Helium Miner.
How are we looking on that bad boy?
So I'm gonna get back to you guys on that, but we can go into it really, really quickly because there is some. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's do it real quick.
No, I mean, did you get it yet?
Oh yeah, I got it, and it's up.
Wait. We didn't do a whole episode about this?
Cause it's not completely finished at this point.
Come
the
on.
installing of it.
When did you get it?
I got it like 14 days ago.
Okay.
This is my miner right here. If it ends up working well, okay, yeah. So, I haven't finished trial and error on this yet, which is why I haven't brought it to you guys. But if we look at the activity, I bought a really bogus antenna, and I thought it was a good antenna because someone on YouTube reviewed it. I'm not gonna say who, and he did say he didn't have it tested. And I'm not gonna badmouth him because, like, guys, you do not know how much time we put into like YouTube and give you guys stuff, and how much research we put in. Like, I really think it's really mostly the fault of the guy who posted it on Amazon. But that antenna was so bogus. So the first 14 days, I was getting almost nothing. Then I changed the antenna to a rack wireless antenna, and boom. And then I went out and got like a flagpole device. Like, I was outside in the hot sun in Arizona installing this mofo at my brother-in-law's house. And then it went even higher, the gains. So,
okay.
So we're gonna check back in when I get this guy fully set up, and then I can actually tell you guys how much the earnings are. But stay tuned for that. And it's so far it's looking like helium mining, even after the halving, is still profitable. You just have to have you just have to have your stuff set up right. So, but we'll get into that more later once once I'm fully done with that. But yeah, these guys are looking to pay you for your data. So and I looked at their team. Their team is really like boss. The three guys that were on the show were Daniel Bland, and this is Moon or Bust, by the way, that were on their show. Gil Emilio, I believe, and Finis Connor. Finis Connor is former like CEO of what is it? A hard drive company. I can't remember, like Seagate, I think. Gil, former VP at Apple, and Daniel, just entrepreneur. I'm really digging the fact that that they're actually going to pay you for your data, because honestly, like, we're giving it away for free now anyway. Why not just get paid for it? And I went into their stuff, and they were saying that you wouldn't just need to have a device, that they would actually figure out some software way that you could just like turn on a piece of software and be able to get paid. So be on the lookout for this. You can buy this on KuCoin right now. And one of the reasons I mentioned it was because of Defend, I believe it is. You can actually stake this, stake that coin for like 400 and something liquidity right now. Where is it? I need to go to their main site. Defin Exchange. Launch Farms. Yep, that's it. So Cirrus USDC, for like a limited time, I guess 15 days, you can stake this for 404 APR. So that's something to look at. Especially considering that they have all of this firepower behind them, a former VP of Apple, a former CEO of Seagate, like all of this like really like connected type people behind them. Seems like a good deal to me. Okay, now back to these DeFi apps. Okay, so we just did Polygon, and I think the last one on our list, which we kind of skipped over, was Terra. Okay, so I know Terra is partnered with a lot of people, and they have like their own kind of DeFi thing going on, but I don't know anything about any of these. Does anyone know anything about any of these DeFi apps here? TerraSwap, Spectrum, Polygon, Lotera, Anchor. I might have heard of Anchor. Lido.
You know that this is over my head, at least, Ruel.
That's okay. We have
got
community.
Topher in the
Let's see what
chat
people
saying
heard.
Terra is awesome. Topher is
Oh
a
yeah,
Terra
Topher
fan.
D. I trust that. That's my guy there. So if he's saying this awesome, it's awesome.
Yep, I agree.
We need a update weekly, sir. Update of what? We would come on every week. I'm trying to get Luke to do a second show with me. If we could get that going.
I'm trying to pin down my Monday nights for one, okay, Ruel? It's been a rough couple Mondays, okay?
I know, I'm just giving you crap, homie.
That's
you wouldn't be a friend.
Well,
if
you know
I
what?
didn't give
I'm
you
glad
crap.
that our relationship is one that we can have that back and forth.
Damn straight. Same here. Oh, you got a Helium Miner too, Topher? That's awesome, man. I got one more coming. I had to win a raffle to get this Helium mining on the weekly. Okay, man. We can go over it again next week. But honestly, it's seeming like it's gonna be really lucrative. And I told my patrons about the raffle too. Because I found out about a raffle, and I told my patrons about it. So that's one thing about being a part of the Patreon. And I happened to win a raffle, and I was so excited to get that miner, man. Because let me see, if we go on to, let me go back to, I have a helium miner coming from Bobcat, but with the shortage, they came down to like, let's see, they started doing like 2 days at a time. I think I'm gonna be like batch number like 50 or something. It's crazy. Okay, so batch 19, 511. My order was placed like 5:30. So I'm gonna be like literally probably batch like 50 or something. Let's see. Okay, looks like they're getting to these 3 days at a time. So quick math, 3 times 8 is 18. So let's say 9. So I'll be batch 28 if they keep up the whole 3-day thing. So it's a good thing that I was able to win this raffle and kind of get into this now. Let's see what else we got going on. Staking and IDOs on Pylon and Starterra. Okay. That's something to note. Let's actually pull that up. Why did I keep going to Ori? I need to buy one of those apparently. Okay. Which one did you say? I think you said Pylon was the one that had the IDOs. Deposit money, spend yields, go to web app. Pylon enables sustainable transactions between users and creators. Pylon powers principal protected payments. Terra's token gateway launchpad. Yep, there's the launchpad. There's the IDOs. Okay, so sweet. And this is the part that I love the most about community. I can't possibly get to everything or every crypto, but you have a community. That's why you have a community, and you can share knowledge, and your time is there for infinitely increased because there's more than just you, right? Which reminds me, I was thinking about just starting a Discord just for my channel for Black Room Investing, but it'd be something that anyone who like watches the show could be a part of, and anyone could just be a part of, and we can just talk crypto and whatnot. What would you guys think about like a Discord? Just put something in the comments about that, and I'll read them later. Let's see. Okay, so one of my guys on Twitter, and you guys, my Twitter account is just good old Black Roo. If you want my Twitter account, he was talking uranium. Apparently, uranium stocks moved today, and it
I
seems
missed
like
that.
this.
But
Say
I
that
can
again?
talk. I said I missed that, but I can actually talk about that.
Really? Okay, go ahead, Luke.
All right. Uranium stocks, guys. Okay, I've been stock market guy. It's been like the #1 obsession in my life for over a decade. I'm telling you, once a year, maybe once every other year, the uranium stocks out of nowhere just go crazy. So if you want something to hold like some long-term YOLO leap calls in, I'm telling you, uranium stocks are where it's at. Because it's like every 1 or 2 years, they just go nuts.
Yeah, so if we look at uranium stocks here, okay, yeah, they
Wait
had a
until we
nice
get the
little day
screener
today.
on Benzinga, Mr. Ruell.
I don't have my Benzinga account right now, so I have to talk to Ryan about
Wait,
that.
what do you mean?
I don't have my account right now.
How?
What do you mean? I didn't. I don't have my account right now.
You don't get a free Benzinga account?
No. I would like a
Right.
free Benzinga account.
I'll set that up for you. Okay.
But So yeah, where were we? Okay, so yes, so yeah, and it looks like if you look at the performance of the week, month, quarter, and year, the uranium's having a nice time, and as you can see, definitely trending. If we look at all of these different uranium stocks, trying to go back, it's going slowly. Okay, so one thing I like to look at is I'll go to the performance, and as you can see, for the week, the month, the quarter, the half, and the year, it's all of them are up. Another thing you can go to is the SMA, which is the average over the 20, 50, and 200 days. And all of this is the same type of deal that we do when we look at our crypto stocks, right? Or our crypto coins. The blue line there is representative of an SMA. Let's see if we can get something that's longer. Okay, so this red line here, I believe, is the. Let me see. Yeah, the red line is the 200, and the blue is, I believe, the 50. Yes. So, um, and when the blue crosses the red, you got like the golden cross. That's when a coin's going to be bullish and stuff like that. We need to have indicators and like charting episode so we can talk this stuff, because really when it passes the golden cross point, that's when you know it's kind of going to be bullish. And when it passes over the other way, that's the death cross, and that's when you know it's going to be bearish. And this is on the weekly. And as you drop down the different pricing points, you get different crosses. So this one would be like, I'd have to zoom out like a lot for that one, but let's go to the daily. So this one, and this is some random stock that I really like. It became bullish here in November, and as you can see, it just ran after it passed that whole golden cross point. And that's when the 50 crosses the 200. And a lot of times I use this when I'm picking stuff to get in. If it passes that point, we know it's bullish. So that just happens to be the SPY right there. But you can use it on absolutely anything. This is Telcoin. It became bullish at that point, and boom. And Vera, golden cross there. So honestly, you can use it literally on anything. But that's a quick impromptu charting. Oh, Noah, I've gotten the 7-day trial on like 3 different email addresses. I thought that I shouldn't do that anymore, especially if I'm, having a show on the channel. It just,
Ruel, you're family, I would say. I don't know if you feel the same way about me and producer AB, but to us, at least, you're family. So.
Oh yeah, I definitely do. Like, you guys could have better things to do with your time than to be on here with a guy who has like 500 subscribers.
I don't think so, man.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get to 1,000, but definitely, like when you guys interview like Mia Khalifa and Kathy Wood, you definitely don't necessarily have to spend time on the show with me. So I appreciate it.
No, I will spend time with you on any day, anytime, sir. Just so you know.
A call. Okay, I guess if I bought a call in uranium stocks, how far should it go out? That's for you, Luke.
I would go way out. Because you don't know. It's like literally like once a year, I'm telling you guys, these stocks for some reason just go wild. I don't exactly know why. I don't know if there's a cause for it. But but they just do. Okay.
Thanks, Riviera Group. I appreciate that. You know, my favorite, it's becoming my favorite stock play. This is let's I want to give you guys, like, this should be like a secret that, like, we tell no one. But this is my favorite stock play right here. Let's go to, okay, we're on the day. Okay, so this is the SPY. We can see. Okay, so that's Rona, right? And okay, and that's after Rona. And if we zoom in here, my favorite stock play is to wait for one of these nice little dipsy doodles on SPY, like right now, and buy a call. And buy a call out for, like,
Yes.
what is this? Like, what, 2 weeks? A week. This is a week. So, you buy a call out if you want to be extra specially cautious for 2 weeks. And since it's the SPY, it's going to always go up because it's the SPY.
That's what happens now. Yeah, it's just what it does at this point.
It's just what it does.
I mean, that's like, what it seems like, right?
We have small businesses out of business and all this different things, but hey, SPY is going to go up. And
SPY
I'm not
goes up. That's all it does.
I'm not making light of these businesses at all. I'm not. I'm just saying that there's an agenda, and SPY always goes up.
SPY always goes up. Congress can't afford for the market to go down anymore at this point.
Exactly. We really can't afford for it to go down. So all I do is I wait for one of these little dipsy doodles and SPY, and I buy a call. And I buy it out for like 2 weeks. And when it goes up to like maybe like 100%, I just cash out. It's almost free money, not financial advice. But as you can see, it's a repeating pattern. Like, how far back do we need to go on that one? Like, it's just like, and I say 2 weeks out for like travesties like this, but even if you waited right here and you went for 2 weeks, you'd be fine right here. But it just, and I think we're at Rona time now. That's why it looks like a travesty. Okay, so we went all the way back to like 2 years ago. But as you can see, for the last 2 years, it's something that keeps repeating itself. So that's my secret hush hush, only for fans of the Ruell Report play right there. Just wait till SPY goes to one of his little dipsy doos, buy a call out, like a week, and cash that in, go have fun. Let's see here. Until it doesn't. Well, and that's true,
But yes, I will say, Ruell, do you know where I've lost more money over the past couple of years?
What's that?
In my trading investment than anything else?
Is it
and
Neo
then this might have to be the last comment because I said I'd be home by 8:30 for dinner. Was buying SPY puts to hedge myself. I just gave up hedging myself.
I mean, yeah, I understand that. It's like it's. I understand completely, because with everything happening right now, you would think that you would need to hedge yourself, but we're 2 years out and it just keeps going up. Makes no sense. Yeah. But hey, Fed is starting to turn off the printers. I think so, but I think we kind of need to have this inflated. And in a sense, we're getting some of that pulling back with, like, how you've seen all these SPACs dump out all their value. But best hedge is cash. Depends on who you talk to. Best hedge is gold if you talk to Peter Schiff. If you're talking to me, it's probably crypto. If you're talking to someone else, it's probably real estate or land. Honestly, I think the best hedge to anything is the crypto market, because it's such a baby right now, and people are kind of really just figuring out crypto and what it can do, NFTs and what they can do, blockchain and what they can do. That like, if you pick a project that has a point and you're willing to play the long game, the sky's the limit. And the point could just be play to earn NFT games. The point could just be like VeChain, supply chain, fixing supply chain, because we know we have a problem there. If you're willing to just put money in there, not look at it, and just wait until they get everything up and running, I think crypto's the best place you can put your money for the next like 2 years. Crypto's figuring out NFT games and how to get money to artists. And that's like painters, musicians, all different types of artists. So the NFT space is changing that. You got stuff that's pushing Ethereum like Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, etc. And that whole Ethereum space and what Ethereum provides is not going away. So if you want to stash money in any one of those, you can. It's just you got to be willing to play that kind of the long game. Like Luke knows, I've been talking Ethereum killers for 6 months. It took 6 months to play out, kind of, right? Cardano's been going up the whole time, but it took 6 months to play out, but it played out. So I think really, if you're willing to have like a 6 months to a year horizon, crypto's the best place you can put your money right now.
Yep.
Oh, Neil needs to stash some cash. What you been doing, Neil?
Yeah, come on, Neil.
You need to launder some dough, Neil?
Yeah, Neil needs to hang out with Ruel and I guess.
I got a guy. No, I'm kidding. I love Neil's show, by the way. You guys got to check out Neil's show. God damn it. What's the name of your show, Neil? I just know it's Neil's show.
Yeah. Hey, Neil, while you're here, I'm going to Slack you something if you don't mind helping me out.
Boom. See, we're getting stuff done.
Yeah,
we got threefers going on up in here.
There.
The
Right,
Neil
Neil.
show.
I just Slacked
I like Neil's show. He goes over like technical analysis, and he does a darn good job doing it, and he makes it pretty entertaining. So check Neil out. Producer AB and Neil, they put on a good show there. Check those dudes out for real. Let's see here. Get technical. Yeah, get technical. That's right. And you'll find me probably in the comments of their show saying something, throw Neil off his game a little bit. So there's that. Let's see. There's one thing. Oh, there's one thing I did want to leave you guys with. Let's see here. Oh, yes. I wanted to say something about Polkadot because we didn't go over that killer.
All right. And then I do have to go shortly after that, Ruel, because again, I promised I'd be home by 8:30.
Okay.
I'm not making
And then we'll wrap it up at like 5:20, guys. Kind of like 5:20-ish. Luke may be gone, but we'll wrap it up around there. Polkadot.
With you, Ruel.
I appreciate it, man. Polkadot is something that we want to look at. It hasn't run as much as any of these killers yet. It's kind of just beginning. It's kind of ascent there a little bit. If we look at the monthly chart, it's finally kind of cresting highs there. But if we go a year's time, it still hasn't gotten up to its all-time high, which is 47. But as you can see, this is the biggest high in like a couple months. Something to note about Polkadot, as I understand it, Polkadot has this thing called substrate, which means it's like layer 0. And most of these guys are layer 1 solutions. So if you're using Polkadot is kind of putting you in position to be almost cross-platform because you're going a layer under everything. So that's something to look out for in Polkadot. And I do like some Polkadot projects like Polka Bridge and well, let's just look at it. CoinMarketCap's one of I really love this tool, and one of the things that they provide with this tool is they separate certain chains and certain things like play to earn NFTs and DeFi and stuff like that. But if we look at the Polkadot chain, and we look at what's going on in the last 24 hours, there's some nice things on this chain. I like some ones that haven't really ran yet, like Parsek's really good. Parsek's basically what they have is they have something that's like an event-based chain. If any of you guys are programmers and you know about how actions can happen on events, like say someone presses a button, that's an event, right? I'm a GUI programmer, so I'm all about button presses. So it's very interesting to me to have something like a smart contract kind of kick off at the instance of an event. There's a whole bunch of things I'm sure that people could do with that. So Parsek's actually kind of pretty big on my list to look out for. And there's one called, I believe it's called Polka Markets, where you can actually do like quick like bets on there. Yeah, Polka Markets. And they do all of these like prop bets and things like that. Anonymous prediction market protocol. Like if you could, it's really low. You can't see it, but it's like, will Roger Federer win Wimbledon 2021? And that's like a prop bet, and yes or no. And to me, that's kind of interesting. And there's a site called like Augur that I think is on the Ethereum or Polygon network that's kind of like this. I like that. And they have a couple of different yeah, let's not watch Netflix right now. They have a couple of different things like this that are kind of interesting, like Polka City. Well, everyone knows Polka Starter. That Polka Dex, which is going to be like their main Dex IO thing. And they have like launch pads on here and everything. So some of these sleeping giant like platforms like Polkadot, it might be time to look at these because they haven't run yet. And they have just as much promise as Solana and Cardano and whatnot. And Cardano with this dip is definitely still something. Let's see if we have any closing questions. Okay, so we got a yes to a Discord. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. And,
Yeah, I'm down for that too.
Bring it out. And Topher D, if we have a Discord, you might have to be my mod guy. If you're up for that. Cardano is a falling knife. Falling knife. The term falling knife is like if you buy it, it's gonna fall lower and you get cut, right? That's the term, right, Luke?
Yes, it's a falling knife. It's falling out of the sky.
So to me, I don't believe that with Cardano, but it's not about belief, it's about facts. So what we should do is we should look at the daily chart, because really when we start talking about the stuff we believe, we really cloud our judgment, and we really should just kind of go off the chart, get technical. That was for you, Neil. Let's kind of just kick this back and see how far we can get and find a resistance on Cardano. Again, that's the Coinbase chart. Darn Coinbase. Okay, so really it looks like we're at resistance. And just kind of like what happened with Bitcoin. Remember I told you guys this like a while ago with Bitcoin, where it was like I don't think it's falling below 30K. And let's go back to that. There was a reason why I said that. And the reason I said that is it fell all the way down here, like a big old diggity dip. But then you had all this money flow back in right at that like 30K point. And as you can see, like it might have passed this a little bit for like a hot second, the 30K point, but really the 30K point was it. Now we got the same type of looking stuff right here on Cardano, right? So if anything, you could say that $2 is that point. And in that case, you could say it's a falling knife, that it could fall all the way down to $2. So in that case, you could say that. But what I like to do is, because sometimes you play this game like, it's too high right now, I'm not going to get in, and it keeps running. Because really, breakout things are the things that you kind of really want to invest in, because they had a tendency to keep breaking out, right? So you could always get in here, but just not with a full position and average down. And that's what I prefer to do.
Shout out to Neil saying that it's support. It's at support, not a falling knife. But all right, Ruel, I gotta run. You can keep going if you want to. I live 30 minutes from home, and I have to be home in 10 minutes.
Oh man. Well, I thank you. If your girlfriend has any questions, you could just say,
I'll give her your number.
It was Ruel, so all you kept me there.
Perfect.
I'll take that falling knife.
Perfect.
I'll fall on that knife for you. All right, see you, Luke.
All right, see you, Ruel.
Sorry, let's go 10 more minutes so we can explain this. And Neil's very good at charts, and he's probably I'm sure he's like way better at me than and the reason why he would say there's a support here, I would think, is because you can kind of just see it right here, right? But if you wanna go with the same little thesis I had there with the Bitcoin, and that all the money flowed back in at a certain point, we could say that, and you can see here, really, this is the resistance point. There's nothing really lower than 30. But since you can say there's something a little bit lower than this support right here at 240, the lowest you can say is like $2, and I sincerely doubt that, but you can always average in. So at this point, I would just buy 20% of my position or 10% of my position, and if it goes lower, great, I buy 20 more percent until I think, if it goes lower, I just keep averaging in and buying more. But I really think this is the support right here. And but if you can always protect yourself by just buying not a full position. So that's that on that one. And then let's see, last questions. It is going to 1 and then lower. Now, I don't subscribe to that one. It is not going to 1. You have way too many ADA supporters. And I just think that Charles has something up his sleeve about what projects are going over and all of this stuff. And the man's been 3 years over in Africa. They've established a relationship there. There's way too much stuff ADA has going for it to sink all the way down to $1. I can't subscribe to that. Yeah, I can't subscribe to that at all. I really can't. I really like Cardano. Um, and and besides my likes, I gave a chart reason for that. Um, so that's that on that. And Noah, I'm curious though. If you don't like Cardano, what do you like? Because I honestly I like the community whole aspect, and I like to hear what other people like, so that we can all grow. Okay, I'll wait for Noah to put something in there. Any thoughts on Seller Network? I do not know Seller, but you know what? I will add it to my list and I will do some research on it. Again, best part about the community, you get to hear about new coins that you haven't heard about before. Okay, so let's look at this right quick. Year to date, see, it's really close to getting to all-time highs. That's pretty cool. Had a little kickback here. And again, like I was saying before, you could always average down. So in this pullback, you can just kind of get in right here. And if it goes lower than 7, just don't get in with a full position. You can always average down. But let's see what it's all about. Kind of when I do my process of going through a new coin, it's like I told you guys before when we were talking about, I'll go and I'll see, okay, like, let's see if I can find them on Twitter. Great. How many followers do they have? This is 67K. And I just do a comparison. Okay, how many does Cardano have? Because they have a pretty good community. Okay, they have almost 1 million. Okay, how much does a smaller coin have? Like Zinquilla. Okay, they have 324. Let's get smaller than Zinquilla. I don't know. Since we were just talking about it, how much does Cirrus have? 56K. Okay, so they're around, maybe, as far as like the hype and people that know them, they're around the point of Cirrus. Okay, now what do they do? Where do we go? Exciting blockchain leaves much to be desired. Solar platform offers fast, simple, secure off-chain transactions for payments and smart contracts. Project is one of the first to be developed using the substrate. Remember, we talked about that framework, and as part of the Polkadot ecosystem. So since they're using substrate, that's going to make it easier for them to be multi-platform. I think I did do a little research on this in the beginning. I think I did do a little research on this before. But okay, so let's see. So the project was among the first to be developed on the substrate. As an overall goal of its network, its founders envisioned unleashing the full potential of the blockchain and revolutionizing the apps. Blah 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 blah. So, okay, so work. Okay, so then I'll go through and I read all of this, and then I might go on YouTube, see if any people like I respect, like maybe Underdog Crypto. Of course, Underdog Crypto, I respect him. So does anyone I respect have videos on it? Is anyone like respectable I know following it? Like Cirrus here, like, okay, who's following it? Okay, back to Seller. Who's following Seller Network? Okay, like who are the guys I know are following that? Okay, Kayla Network's following them. Another Cardia chain's following them. So okay, they have people in the community that are at least following them. So stuff like that. And then anyone I know that's respectable that has a video on them. Okay, and then I started to form an opinion that way. And of course, I always go take a look at their website. Push blockchain to mainstream with layer 2 scaling technology. Okay, So I'll have to do some research on this and get back to you guys. But this is the part I love. Thanks for bringing me new coins and all the stuff that we can learn as a community together. And this will be the last question I'll take. See, is backed by XRP and Pantera Capital. Okay. It is here for the long term, and we'll be building out new projects for the next decade. Yeah. ADA equals unit bias, but when you look at market cap, Solana is cheaper. Perhaps trade all your ADA for sale before it's too late. Oh man, Noah, you're such a hater on Cardano. Keep coming back, Noah, though, because I like to hear things that push my positions, so that it keeps me level on something that I'm really high on. So you keep telling us about Solana, and I'll keep talking about ADA, and everybody will be able to benefit. I'm high on ADA, and but no, keep coming back and telling us about Solana, man, because I'm really about ADA, and I really like I really like the growth in Charles, and I like the growth that I see there in ADA, and they've had such a big foothold in Africa, and Charles has such a big foothold on YouTube. I think they're big and they have a lot of money, and I don't think they're going anywhere. Sol is just centralized. Have to be a millionaire to validate. Well, Sol has you got Sam Bankman-Fried behind Solana. So, and Sam has a lot of money. Sam, I think he owns the FTX exchange, FTX token. I don't think we can get this exchange in America, but he's got tons of dough behind him. The one thing I don't like as much about Solana is that they don't really say much about their roadmap and stuff like that. Whereas Cardano kind of always put that out and said, okay, this is what we plan to do. This is that. But I do like that Solana has like, you know, you have things like the Soul Art thing. You can buy NFTs, and Solana does have stuff up and running like Radium and all of that. So, yeah, I'm a fan of both, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to look to get that Discord up and running. It will be totally free to get into for now. Like, yeah, and I'm looking to do stuff to expand my channel, Black Room Investing. Like I said, come on over, like and subscribe and stuff. And this is the type of value that I bring here in Black Room Investing. I just did a show, best 16 coins under 50 cents. And one of those coins, I think in my top 5 was Gala. It just doubled. So if you watched this one over the weekend and you got into Gala, kudos to you. And let's see, do I have my show notes for that? I think I do. Hold on, let me go into my drive. I think Gallo is on the top 5. I just want to make sure that I'm telling the truth on that. It was either, I know it was top 10, but let's see if it was top 5. But you can still check out the show, because I'm not going to go into real depth about it. I just want to see if it was top 5. Yes, it was. These were the top 5. Vera, Telcoin, VeChain, Tron, and Gala. Oh, and that's another one to look out for. Tron, they have some exciting projects. I know I'm going over the 30 minutes, but let's just try to see if we can look at Tron right quick. on DeFi Llama. And maybe we'll go over it in more depth over on the next show. Chains. Wow, I didn't know Tron was that far down, but SunSwap? Tron has more stuff on it than this. I'm not sure. Maybe this is just only DeFi stuff, but I know Tron has way more things than that. But yeah, maybe we can talk some Tron next week. Thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it so much. I'll take a look at you guys' comments, by the way, and anything that I see. I now have some more stuff on Seller Network next week. Have a good one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. Peace. All right, see you guys. Peace.